Welcome to Rose's Sewing Bee. What I'm going to show you today is how to make a 50s style gathered skirt with a contrast hem and waistband in 5 parts. This is part 1, the prep. That's the sketch. So it's very simple and you don't need a pattern. Now the first thing to do is to get 2 meters of cloth. Here's my cloth, and you split it down the middle, long ways. So I've got two parts, and I've neatened the side seams already. So that's the first thing to do, is to neaten the side seams. Now to establish where the zip goes, this is my side seam that's going to be on the left hand side. Take my zip, place it at the top here and leave enough room for your waistband to go on. So never put the zip right at the top. Leave over ½ inch. Measure it, pull it down without stretching anything, and place a pin either side. You don't want to go trying to stitch over the metal bar here, so I'm going to go just short of the metal bar. So that's establishing where my zip ends, in fact. And now I'm going to sew the side seam. The seam on the side of my zip needs to cover the zip teeth, so I'm going to make quite a generous seam, 1½ centimetres or 5/8 of an inch. Do a couple of stitches, back stitch, to make sure it's good and secure. You can carefully go over the pins, but I'm going to take them out just in case they break the needle. And then a back stitch, secure the bottom. And the other side, this seam doesn't need to be quite as big, but as it's gathered, it doesn't really matter if it's big or not. Now what I'm going to do is press the seam open, and I'm using quite a hot iron because I'm working in cotton, so that's okay, but always test your fabric with your iron. All irons vary. The last thing you want to do is melt your cloth. This is the side with the zip. So press open and then continue pressing the seam back where the zip's going to go. If you're using a very lightweight cloth, I would recommend putting a strip of fusible interlining there that just goes over the crease line, and that gives it an awful lot more stability.